up, y'all? I hope y'all having a good day. It is the 4th of July. On my way going down to the kids right now. But yeah. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about the summertime grind, goals for the summer. You know, so as you know it, these past couple months, I've been having a lot of setbacks and taking a lot of L's. I was recently, well, at the end of May, lost my job. So that kind of brought me back a few steps. But now, since I got a new job now, I'm starting to see that light at the end of the tunnel. And my goal is to plan better, prepare better. So, just in case something like that does happen again, I'll be a lot better prepared. And it won't really set me back that much. You know, when planning for things, and just life in general, you gotta be 5 steps ahead of the curve. If you're not, you're behind. Because anything can happen at any time. So now I just want to stay ahead of it. I'm still slowly catching up with a few things, but the light is at the end of the tunnel. But I do have some goals for this summer, right? So one of my goals for this summer is to complete as many classes as I can. I currently go to WGU. I take online classes. And my goal is to finish as many classes as possible. If possible, I can finish the rest of my credits and graduate after this semester. And as you know it, I switched my bachelor's degree from cybersecurity to business administration. I did that because currently, you know, the job market in IT is trash, especially in the area that I live in. I stay in the St. Louis metropolitan area, and it's just been real hard to find stuff. So I just kind of gave it a rest. Not saying that I'm completely done with information technology, but taking a step back from that and just reevaluating things and relearning some things. And the thing with the cybersecurity major, right? Cybersecurity major was real tedious, and with the work schedule I have, with everything I have going on, it was just too much to focus on because with the cybersecurity major, right? You know, you gotta get a lot of certifications. And what I found myself doing is just mainly focusing on passing the test for the certifications, but I really wasn't retaining the information like I needed to, right? It's just like dumping a whole bunch of information inside my head just to pass the test, and then like certain things, I would just forget certain things. And I said, you know what, I'm just getting my degree in business, and if I want to later pursue cybersecurity, I'll just get like my master's in it or something like that. Or I can just, you know, like self-teach myself a lot of things. Because I mean, I wasn't really learning much like I needed to. I was just focusing on passing tests, passing the classes, and I wasn't retaining anything. So my goal is to finish as many credits as I possibly can this summer. And now that I have a job, you know, where I'm not doing too much, I can do some of my homework while I'm working. That way, if I do a little bit, you know, every day while I'm working, probably a couple chapters of coursework every day while I'm working, and then that way I have the rest of the evening to worry about, you know, other stuff, right? Other things, right? I've been out the gym all last month, so you know, I paid to get back in there. Like I said, I had to catch up on a few things, so I just told the coach, like, hey, you know, I'll be back. So for next week, my goal is to hit the gym a minimum of 4 times. I'm not talking about like the regular weightlifting gym, I'm talking about the mixed martial arts gym, you know, boxing gym. At least do that 4 times a week. I go to more than one gym, but I need to at least be in there 4 times a week minimum. And I gotta keep doing that consistently every week, so that's another goal of mine. Because I'm most definitely going to compete again. I posted my last videos, yeah, I took a couple L's, but you know, shit, I take them as lessons, you know, that didn't really discourage me. That was my first time competing. I looked at the videos again, seen a lot of stuff that I need to work on. Seen some stuff I can improve on, so I'm gonna just spend my time in the gym working on it. And I'm gonna go back out there and compete again, you know. I didn't get knocked out or nothing. You know, I took some L's, but that was a learning experience. Overall, it was good work. And it actually just motivated me to keep going. Because I really want to keep doing small tournaments like that until I continue to win them, you know. My goal is not really to be no world champion or anything like that. I mean, if I do make it there, hey, that's even better. But my goal is to make a name for myself in, you know, some type of combat sport. So I'm going to get back to work starting next Monday. on a consistent basis. Right after work, my gym is right by my job. So I'm gonna be knocking out some of my homework while I'm at work. My gym is right by my job, so as soon as I get off of work, I'm gonna hit the gym. And then it's gonna be, putting out some type of content. Gonna be putting out some type of content. And shit, make my music still, make my music. I got a channel, where I post all my beats and stuff on as well. So work towards there. I really do want a part-time job because I feel like that can really just get me ahead a lot faster. I'll be able to stack a lot more money, and I'll be able to really get ahead of the curve a lot faster if I was to get a part-time job. Give me 1 second, y'all. Yeah, it's time for me to get tuned up on the score. That's the next thing, Something else not sending me back in your car or something. But yeah, my goal is to get a part-time job, so at least, to where I work like another 20 hours a week. That way, I just put all that towards savings, actually, my part-time job money. Yeah, I go strictly to savings. But if I don't, what I will be doing, I'm going to be just strictly focusing on the gym, content, making music, or learning a new skill. One thing that a lot of people have been utilizing lately is AI, artificial intelligence. And a lot of people are scared of it, but I really want to utilize it. Probably take the AI prompt engineering course. Probably like a monthly membership with the VO3. I know they have a basic version that doesn't cost that much, so I'm gonna try that out. I had a lot of ideas with it. Probably I'll start that next week sometime. But I want to start that as well. But that's gonna be my fault, y'all. I accidentally paused it. But yeah, my biggest thing is, balancing everything at once. Trying to do it all at the same time. And I feel like if I can at least knock out some of my schooling, my classwork while I'm at work, it's gonna make stuff a lot easier for me and give me just free time to do whatever I need to do in the evening time. To where I don't gotta really too much worry about homework, but at the same time, it's still getting done. So, that's a good plan. Another thing is, I got goals for myself, but, I got goals for my kids as well. My main goal is to at least get them started with swimming this summer. It may not take them, one whole summer for them to learn it. It may take a while, but at least, if I can get them into that process with learning, to at least get them confident with the water, know the basic stuff, how to breathe and stuff underwater. I feel like that's a good start. So I don't only have goals for myself, I have goals for my kids as well. They're gonna be back in Head Start. I got a daughter in preschool. The other two gonna be in Head Start, but for this summer, to give them something productive to do, at least get them started with swimming. That's my goal for my kids. That's pretty much all, it's a summertime grind. I'm gonna use this summer to really grind, take things to the next level, recuperate, and get ahead. Just stay focused for real. But yeah, that's pretty much all. I hope y'all have a good 4th. I don't got nothing planned for that. I'm not gonna do too much today. If anything, I worked out this morning. I'll probably go work out again. And go kick it with the kids, just enjoy my day off. Kick it with the kids this whole weekend, But other than that, hope y'all have a good day. Y'all stay safe.